Let's stop pretending and start getting honest. This is Unfiltered.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to my very first podcast episode. And I want to make one thing very clear before we even get into this. This podcast is not going to come with any trigger warnings, not now and not ever. So if you are a person that is easily offended by blunt honesty, this is your chance to click the fuck off because this shit is not for you. So with that being said, let's fucking talk. Now that we've set the tone, let's dive into something we all experience but rarely talk about. And that is our constant urge to share every single moment on social media. And I'm not here to tell you to quit social media. I just want you to think about how you use it. Reflect on whether you'll keep using it the same way once you realize how much our lives are curated for an audience. Let's start talking about some social medias that we all use. For example, TikTok. And even though I haven't been on TikTok for 2 years, we all know that TikTok culture is everywhere now. Instagram Reels, Snapchat Stories, YouTube Shorts, no platform is free from it. And we've become micro-influencers in our own little bubbles, constantly curating our lives, even if it's just for a handful of friends on a private story. And it does not matter if you have 100 people watching or just 30 on your private story, you are still sharing and being perceived. And that's the fascinating part because our generation was the first to truly grow up with social media, and it's become so intertwined in our lives that we don't even separate it from reality anymore. And to be honest, our parents might use the platforms like my parents do, but they don't feel the need to constantly share every intimate moment like we do. We've literally blurred the lines between reality and the digital world, and that's something worth reflecting on, in my opinion. Like, most of us don't even know what we are without a digital audience anymore. We are so used to performing that even in private, we're rehearsing. Even if it's for a snap, for a story, or for somebody's validation. And I'm not saying you're fake. I'm just saying the system made us forget what real even feels like. And it's not just about filters or editing. It's about how we measure the worth of a moment, if it's possible enough. And the scariest part, we think we're documenting our lives, and I know that we all tell that to ourselves, but what if we are just distancing ourselves more from living our lives? Fully, truly, honestly. And now, I'm not here to preach a digital detox or tell you to delete your apps or get off of them, please. I use Snapchat every day and I love it, but I want us to start using the tools consciously, not to escape ourselves, but to express ourselves. And I know that's something that we tell ourselves as well, and we're going to dive deeper into that in the next episode. But I want us to use them not to hide, but to be seen, really seen, in our mess, in our growth, and in everything else that comes with it. So let this be a reminder that your energy is sacred and you do not owe it to algorithms or strangers, and you don't even owe it to a version of yourself that was just trying to survive in a digital world. And that is exactly what this podcast is going to be about: unfiltered truths, self-awareness, growth, the messy middle part, the hard reflections, and the real shit. So if you're ready to unlearn the performance and return to who you are in the right place. Welcome to cece Unfiltered.